Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Welcome back, my loverlies. I have missed you so, so much. Today we're going to be doing a super funky eye look, guys. Super funky. I'm feeling colorful today. I'm feeling, like I want to do something very, very different for me. I wanted to kind of branch out and do maybe a little bit of a different style than I usually do. So that's what we're doing today. Also, I promised one of my favorite subscribers that I would do a look using this particular palette and only this particular palette. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to be using the ABH Norvina Vol.2 palette. This is a stunning palette, guys. An absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous palette. It's full of very beautiful, bright colors, mostly greens and blues. There are a couple of pops of pinks in here, pinks and orange, yellows. That's what we're going to be using. We're going to pretty much use the gamut in here. I wanted to go for something a little bit different though than, you look at this palette and the first thing you really see are the blues. So you expect to do kind of like a blue-green look. But I wanted to kind of take this palette and kind of spin it on its rear just a little bit and do, flip the script and do just a little bit something different. So that's what we're going to do. I am so, so happy with how this turned out. It is super, super funky though. Like it is bold. It is colorful. It's a little bit, it's off the wall for sure. And I really, really am enjoying it. I think it turned out so, so pretty. And it's a different use for this palette. So I'm really, really happy with it. I don't have anything on my face except for a little bit of lipstick. I used two different lipsticks. I have this is the colored Raine lipstick. This is in the shade Mustard, I believe. Honey Mustard. So the colored Raine lipstick in the shade Honey Mustard, that's on the center part of my lips. And then for the outer parts, I have the NYX Lingerie XXL. This is in the shade Knockout, just a really pretty pink color. I thought this was going to be like a cute kind of ombre situation. Love it. And yeah, that's about it. I will give you guys a close-up of the eye. I've got a little bit of a wing action going on. Actually, this look was inspired by Missa. She actually has another channel here on YouTube. She does really, really amazing, almost kind of like graphic eye looks. Her signature style is so, it's so unique and so vibrant and so very, very bold. And I just absolutely love it. She doesn't usually do anything that's like soft or nude ever. She is all about very, very bold color. And this is kind of inspired by her. She just has a way of throwing color on her eye and making it work. So that's what I kind of tried to do today. It's a pale imitation of hers. It doesn't look anything like anything she would do. It's very, very much me. But the kind of color combo was inspired by her. And what is in the palette and what I kind of had to work with today. I love it. I think it's so, so, so pretty. It's not a sunset eye, but it's not like... I've never really done a color combination like this before. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking about it and let's start doing it, shall we? The first thing I did was I put a little bit of my Milani eyeshadow primer on. I love this eyeshadow primer. My favorite is still the Believe Beauty eyeshadow primer. So, so good. I love it. It's my absolute favorite. But this is what I have that's open right now. I'm trying to kind of go through all of my open tubes before I open a fresh tube of the Believe Beauty. But until then, we're going to use this Milani one. It is fantastic as well. There's a teeny tiny little bit of coverage to this, but not really much. It's just going to really mattify your eyelid. It's just going to kind of smooth everything out. Slightly conceal any kind of redness or veins that you have on your lid and give you a really nice base to start applying eyeshadow to. And then for this little line that we have going on, now the reason I did this line before I started the video is because this video would be 20 hours long if I didn't. It's really just kind of, I followed the natural contour of my eye and then just connected this and brought it through my lower lash line. I really just kind of wanted to get an overall shape of what I was going for. And the reason I did it off camera is because it's difficult. It is super, super difficult to match these two eyes because, believe it or not, they're shaped differently. in my eyebrows. It's weird. It's a whole situation, but they're good. They're there. They match for the most part. And yeah, we're just gonna start from there. But to do that line, I used the NYX Epic Wear Liner stick. This is in the shade Intense Teal. I love these liner sticks. They are so beautiful. They are so easy to work with. It's an absolutely beautiful, super creamy color. They are blendable. But then once they set, they are set and they don't go anywhere. Completely and totally budge proof. I feel like they would even probably be waterproof. They don't claim to be waterproof, but I tell you what, I kind of like sit here and rub on them and they don't go anywhere. So absolutely love this. I just kind of followed the natural contour of my eye and winged it out at the outer corner. Just kind of continued this line halfway through my bottom lash line. And then we're going to start from there. I am going to go into my Norvina palette and using a BH Cosmetics brush. This is just an angled kind of a smudger brush. I'm going to take this. I'm going to clean it off real quick because I love this brush. The shape of this brush and like the density of the bristles. I have a brush that's very similar to this from Dew Color. See, this is the BH and this is the Dew Color. Now, these are really similar brushes. This one is just a tiny bit longer and it's nowhere near as dense as the BH Cosmetic one is. This one is shorter and much denser, which I find is perfect for really kind of like doing precise kind of line work. I love this. I love this brush so much. I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to dip into B5. So I'm going to dip into this color right here. And we're going to take this just along the line. I'm going to take very small amounts at a time on my brush. And I'm just going to start blending this along the line that I've made with the eyeliner. And I'm going to take it pretty much to the beginning of the line, but not all the way. And I'm going to keep all of the eyeshadow underneath the line of the eyeliner. And I'm not going to make this super dark. I just want to get a little bit of color underneath this line. Just like that. I was really just kind of playing around today. I wasn't sure that I was going to actually film anything. I was just kind of playing around, and you know how sometimes you just sit down and you just want to play with color? That's how I felt today. I just wanted to mess around with a little bit of color and kind of see what happened, go where my brush took me, and just let it happen today. And what I landed on, I think, is so pretty. I just kind of had to share it with you guys. I'm hoping that I can remember exactly how I did it. That's always the hardest part, is remembering exactly what I did on this eye so I can copy it on this one. But we're going to go for it. We're going to go for it anyway. I'm just going to do a these shadows are so pigmented. They blend so easily. I love them so much. I actually was able to get this palette on sale around Christmas time, and it's a $60 palette originally, and I believe I paid $37 for it. It was on sale for 40% off. I believe that this is absolutely worth the $37 price tag. Do I believe that it's worth the $60 that they want originally? I'm going to let you guys make your own judgment on that. I know that I do have $15 palettes that are absolutely stunning as well. I know that this has probably got the best packaging out of any other palette that I own. So there's that. A lot of times you are paying for the packaging. You're paying for the name. And when you want to be bougie, like I feel when I use this palette, the whole feeling, the whole kind of like vibe of the palette is something to take into account as well. You know, treat yourself kind of a palette. But for the most part, I could not justify spending $60 on it, like an everyday kind of palette. I just couldn't do it. But it's so much fun when you get to pull out like a really bougie palette and just kind of feel special and expensive. So that's really just about all I'm going to do with this. I'm going to take the same brush and I'm just kind of blending out the edges slightly and making sure that I blend it into the line. I still want the line of the eyeliner to be there, so I'm not blending it out too awful much. And now I'm going to take this same brush, I'm going to wipe off the blue pigment that's on there, and I'm going to go into D2. So D2 is a very, very bright, beautiful orange color, so this one right here. And we're going to take this right underneath the blue shadow. I'm trying to figure out where I placed it on my eye. We're going to take this right underneath the blue shadow. And at first, I'm going to take this all the way down to my crease. And at first, I'm just going to kind of pack it on. All the way down to the line. And all the way down to my crease. This is such a beautifully pigmented orange eyeshadow. I am so, so in love with it. I'm not going to take it all the way to my inner corner either. I'm just going to take it probably about 3/4 of the way through, just like that. Just kind of placing and pressing the pigment on. And then with the same brush, I'm going to start blending it into the blue eyeshadow and kind of blurring that line. There is going to still be a slight line of demarcation just because the blue and the orange are such different colors. But they will soften enough to where they look fairly cohesive with each other. And that's kind of what I'm shooting for. Taking it all the way down to my crease. And really just blending, taking my time. Looks like this are really, really dependent on good blending. And the only thing you really need to blend well is time. It takes time and it takes a little bit of effort to really get everything to melt together and really work well together. And I'm just using very, very gentle pressure, going back and forth over that line where the two shadows meet and overlapping the blue and just kind of blending them in together, kind of working the two shadows into each other so that way the line is not so pronounced, just like that. And they've blended in together. Now you can still see where the blue is and it's slightly darker, but now it doesn't look like two separate colors. Now it looks like the two colors are kind of like married together. And because these eyeshadows are such beautiful quality, it doesn't take much effort at all, which is super, super nice. I absolutely love this brush. It's great for packing. It's great for blending. I really am having to tell myself no, because all I really want to do is go back onto the BH Cosmetics website and order another set. And guys, I have so many brushes. I really don't need any more. I'm going to go into the same Dew Color brush. It's basically the same as the BH one. This is the Dew Color 10. So this is just an angled kind of fluffy brush, but this one is not as dense. And I'm going to take this one into D4. So that bright yellow pigment in here, this is a really, really beautiful yellow pigment. It is not the best yellow pigment that I've ever used, but it is absolutely stunning. It's nicely pigmented and very, very bright. I'm going to take this and pack this on my inner corner to help bring in some light. And it's going to blend into the blue and the orange a lot easier than the orange blended into the blue, because blue and yellow make green, and then yellow and orange make, do they make red? No, purple and, oh my goodness. Anyway, there's yellow and orange because Oh my goodness, brain fart. Total, complete and total brain fart. Anyway, it's going to blend a lot easier, so you're not going to have to work so hard. Goodness gracious, I don't know why that was so hard for me to get out. But anyway, we're just going to blend that in. We're going to keep that on our inner corner. Boy, I tell you what. That was a complete and total fail. Okay, so that's where we are. Now, I know this looks super, super funky. I know this is like, you know, but it's gonna turn out gorgeous. It's gonna turn out so, so pretty. We're just kind of packing that on. We really want that yellow to pop and be nice and bright. I'm happy with where we are with that for the moment. Now I'm going to take a different brush. Let's take a teeny tiny, let's take a pencil brush. I'm going to take this super, super cheap brush. This is from shopmissa. This brush was $1. It is the E124. It is just a teeny tiny little pencil brush. We're going to go into D3, which is this really beautiful matte pink color here. And we're going to take this up through the tail. Right through here. Just kind of pack that in there. We're going to bring that all along the line. And then just kind of fade it into the orange shadow. It's going to blend super, super easily. Just like that. I think it is so, so pretty. Let's do a little bit of crease work now. So for that, I'm going to take a smaller kind of packing brush. This is just a super, super cheap brush that I got from Walmart. I don't know its name, but it's a crease brush. Any kind of crease brush you have will work, whatever you like to use for crease work. And I'm going to take this into C5. Now, C5 is like a deep kind of like dusty maroon color. That's what it looks like when it's swatched. Kind of like a brownish rust color, like a reddish brown rust color. And we're going to take a very, very small amount of that, and we're going to start packing it on our outer corner, just like this. And we're kind of going to bring it through the crease as well. Not all the way through the crease. Probably just about halfway through the eyelid. Just kind of fluffing that out. I'm going to go back, dip back into the orange as well. This is just going to deepen our crease up just a little bit. Just enough to get a little bit of definition so we're not looking super flat. But I really want to make sure to press this directly into my crease. And I'm not using a ton of this pigment either. Now I'm going to go back into the BH Cosmetics brush. I'm going to wipe it off. I'm going to dip just a touch back into the orange pigment. And kind of tap that back over. And then blend, blend, blend. And then I'm going to bring that all through my crease. Just a touch more of the orange. We definitely don't want the orange to get lost. But now we have that little bit of darkness in the crease to kind of give our eye just a little bit of definition. And we haven't lost any of the colors that we've placed on our eye so far. Now, for the actual eyelid, we're going to do shimmer. I haven't touched any shimmers yet, but this is where the fun starts. Well, more fun. I love an all matte eye look just as much as I love shimmer. I am a matte girl. I love matte shadows. I feel like it takes a little bit more talent to work with a matte than it does to work with a shimmer. And I just feel like mattes really show your mistakes more. And you really have to blend with matte. I feel there's just more artistry to me working with mattes than there are shimmers, but shimmers are just absolutely stunning. They're just so pretty. And speaking of, there is the most beautiful, beautiful shimmer in here. So this is the shade D1. This is kind of like a duochrome, kind of like green to teal kind of shimmer. It is absolutely stunning. We're going to use this. First, we're going to take the shade A3, which is this shade right here. Absolutely beautiful lime green shimmer. Super, super pretty. We're just going to take that on our finger, and we're going to press that into the middle of our eyelid. This is not going to look like it belongs here, but that's okay. We're just going to kind of press that into the center of our eyelid. And then I'm going to take an e.l.f. brush. So I'm going to take, I believe it's an e.l.f. concealer brush. Yeah. So this e.l.f. concealer brush, but I find that this concealer brush is perfect for packing on shimmers. I'm not going to get this wet. I'm going to use it dry first to show you. I did not wet it for this eye, but I'm thinking that I might get better payoff if I do wet it. I'm going to put it on dry first, just so you can see what it looks like. So this is the shade D1, that really beautiful kind of like duochrome shimmer. And we're going to pack this just around the edges on the inner corner. And just around the edges of that bright lime green shimmer. And then I'm just kind of wiggling my brush where the two shimmers meet to marry them just a little bit more. Just like that. Now it gives a little bit of depth. Now I said this was going to be funky. This is most assuredly a super funky eye look. Not everybody is going to like this. Not everybody is going to want to wear this, but I think it is so cool looking. I just kind of had to share with you guys. I love the two shimmer colors together. My camera's not going to do it justice, but I'm telling you, they're so, so pretty. The bright lime green kind of works with that more like teal shifty shadow to really bring so much dimension to our eyelid. It is so, so pretty. I'm gonna try it wet just because I haven't tried it wet yet. I'm going to take my e.l.f. Hydrating Coconut Mist. I'm going to get a little bit of that shadow on my brush and give it a little bit of a spritz. Kind of pack it on just to see if it brings out the shift a little bit more. And it does. Really, really beautifully. Just so multi-dimensional. It almost looks like kind of like melted metal on the eyelid. It is so, so pretty. I am really, really feeling that. Let's do a little bit of a highlight now. Let's go in with a larger pencil brush. This again is from shopmissa. This is just the large pencil brush. This is the E112. We're going to go into the shade C1, which is a really beautiful kind of like champagne-y, canary yellow, kind of like really, really soft gold shimmer. And we're going to take that right up underneath our brow bone, right up underneath our eyebrow. I am going to bring this the entire way through. Just like that. Just to bring more funk to it. Taking the same color, let's put a little bit on our inner corner. This is an absolutely beautiful highlight shade. So, so pretty. I like to go heavy with my inner corner highlight and then also bring it out onto my lower lash line. Just a little bit. I've done that on both sides because it's just pretty. And then for the lower lash line, first we're going to start with a little bit of an eyeliner. For that, I'm going to take this one. This is another NYX Epic Wear Liner stick. This is in the shade Fierce Purple, though. Really, really gorgeous, kind of dark purple eyeliner. We're just going to do a really nice thick line of this on our waterline. I'm not worried about being super neat with this. I just want to get a nice chunky line there, just like that. And then I'm going to go over that with another, so this is another BH Cosmetics brush. This is, I don't believe that this has a name on it, but this is just a small shader brush. I'm going to take this and I'm going to dip back into that matte pink pigment. So that was D3. And I'm going to use that to smudge the purple eyeliner underneath my eye. Not taking this too far down, keeping it fairly close to my lash line. Using very gentle pressure. Just like that. And kind of fluffing it out underneath my eye. I'm also going to continue this and bring it up along that line. Of the eyeliner, making sure to connect my corner. Just like that. Now it looks like it's kind of got like a neon kind of glow to it, like a neon pink glow to it. I think this is so pretty. I know that it is a lot. It's a lot, but I think it is so pretty. We're going to go in and we're going to clean it up here in just a minute. But before we do that, I'm going to take this small angled brush from Moda and I'm going to go into the color D5 now, which is a really, really dark kind of purple color. I'll swatch it for you guys. Just a really, really dark purple. And I'm going to take this and do a very small line across my upper lash line. Just kind of pressing the shadow along my lash line. You could definitely use the NYX Epic Wear Liner stick in the shade Fierce Purple for this, if you'd rather not use a shadow. I really just kind of wanted to play with as many of the colors in this palette today as I could. And I thought this was a nice way to incorporate another color into the mix. That's just going to add just a tiny little detail. It's going to help our lash line look a bit more full and just kind of add a little bit more, tie in the purple a little bit more, which I think is, you know, a-okay. I'm going to take a Q-tip now and I'm going to dip it into a little bit of micellar water. And I'm going to run this along my lower lash line and just kind of straighten up this line a little bit, get any kind of fallout that we might have. I will say that the amount of fallout I had was like almost non-existent, and I really went in with color. Like, and that's all of the fallout that I had on my face from all of those colors. So really, really great quality eyeshadows. They really kind of stick to your brush and stick to your skin. And that is the eye look. What do we think? I think it is super funky. I think it's so much fun. It's bright. It's vivid. It's super, super unique. I've never seen anything done quite like this before. I am super, super happy with it. I love the shape of it. I think it is so much fun. And then, of course, I would definitely do like a super, super thick layer of mascara. The one that I've been loving right now is the Maybelline, the Colossal Big Shot Volume Mascara. I love this thing. It really, really gives you lots of volume. It fans out your lashes in a really, really beautiful way. You get, it looks like falsies, but super, super thick, kind of like glam falsies. So, so gorgeous. I'm going to put a little bit of a layer on just so you guys can see the eye look with lashes. I really feel like lashes, again, bring so much to the table as well. Most certainly, this look could definitely stand up to a nice, big, fluffy, beautiful pair of false lashes. I don't really mess with them too awful much, mostly because I'm not good at it, partially because they're not super comfortable, but they definitely would do nothing but favors for this eye look. But even just that little bit of mascara just kind of brings everything together in a much, so beautiful. So, so pretty. I love it so, so much. Also, I'm going to put just a little bit of like a sparkly lip gloss on. For that, I'm going to use another Shop Miss A, if I can find it. So this is the... This is from Shop Miss A. This was $1 again. This is the Malibu Glitz holographic lip gloss. This is in the shade 01. This is the prettiest lip gloss you ever did see. I'm just going to kind of focus it mostly on the middle of my lips, but it is so pretty. It smells good. It smells like strawberries and cream. But it is a really, really beautiful, truly holographic lip gloss. There's no sparkles in here. There's no glitter. It is truly just beautifully holographic, and it is so, so pretty. I think it goes with the whole theme, the whole kind of look, the vibe that we're going for today really, really well. And then, of course, definitely put some, you know, some face makeup on if you want to. I am done for the day, and really all I'm going to go do is fry. I'm about to go fry some pork chops. We're having fried pork chops and Brussels sprouts tonight for dinner, and just in case you wanted to know. Guys, this is our look for today. Please let me know in the comments below. Do you like it? Do you love it? Would you wear it? I need to know. Let me know if you guys prefer the nice, you know, super bold, colorful looks that I do, or would you guys prefer that for me to do some more neutral looks on my channel? I would love to kind of like get some input from you guys and really hear about what you guys want to see, so that way I can kind of curate my content, you know, to suit you and to make you happy just a little bit more. Besides that, I've got a BoxyCharm video coming up very, very soon. I also have a Best of Amazon coming very, very soon. I cannot wait for that. I have a couple of orders from Amazon coming. I got some really, really cool funky makeup that I cannot wait to try. So there's that. I got a lot of good stuff coming up on my video. Also, giveaway. There is a giveaway. I will be announcing a giveaway on my next video. So guys, please, please, please be on the lookout for that one. I will be giving away a Juvia's Place palette. I will tell you how, when, and where that's going to go down on my next video. So please stay tuned for that, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know your time is precious, and I'm so grateful that you choose to spend it with me. As always, no filters, no edits, no fancy lighting. It's just me sitting in front of my camera doing my makeup, hoping you guys are liking what I'm doing. I love you so much. As always, I will put everything that I used today in the description box below, as well as the link to my Facebook page, where I will post all of the finished pictures. You can always see detail and like color and stuff better in a picture. That's why I do that. So I really do hope that you guys go over there and check that out. You can always get a better visual of like what's really going on my face over there. And with all of that said, I love you so much. Stay safe, take care of yourselves, and remember, you're important. Bye.